Hi, good day, and welcome to the Chicken Soup for the Soul series of stories. This is day two. Day one was yesterday. If you missed that, you can check that out. Please subscribe to my channel, invite other people, like the stories, like the channel, invite other people. Thank you. I will go straight on to the story for today by Monty Roberts, who happens to be a friend of Jack Canfield. It says, Follow your dream. I have a friend named Monty Roberts who owns a horse ranch in San Ysidro. He has let me use his house to put on fundraising events to raise money for youth at risk programs. The last time I was there, he introduced me by saying, I want to tell you why I let Jack use my house. It all goes back to a story about a young man who was the son of an itinerant horse trainer who would go from stable to stable, horse racetrack to racetrack, farm to farm, and ranch to ranch, training horses. As a result, the boy's high school career was continually interrupted. When he was a senior, he was asked to write a paper about what he wanted to be and do when he grew up. That night, he wrote a 7-page paper describing his goal of someday owning a horse ranch. He wrote about his dream in great detail and he drew a diagram of a 200-acre ranch showing the location of all the buildings, the stables, and the track. Then he drew a detailed floor plan for a 4,000 square foot house that will sit on the 200 square dream ranch. He put a great deal of his heart into the project, and the next day he handed it over to his teacher. 2 days later, he received his paper back. On the front page was a large red F with a note that read, See me after class. Wow. The boy with the dream went to see the teacher after class and asked, Why did I receive an F? I'm sure a lot of children have asked this. The teacher said, This is an unrealistic dream. For a young boy like you, you have no money, you come from an itinerant family, you have no resources. Owning a horse ranch requires a lot of money. You have to buy the land, you have to pay for the original breeding stock, and later you have to pay large student fees. There is no way you could ever do it. Then the teacher added, If you will rewrite this paper with a more realistic goal, I will reconsider your grade. Wow, what a teacher. May our paths never cross, such teachers. That boy went home and thought about it long and hard. He asked his father what he should do. His father said, Look, son, you have to make up your own mind on this. However, I think it's a very important decision for you. Finally, after sitting with it for a week, the boy turned in the same paper, making no changes at all. It stated, You you can keep the F and I will keep my dream. I feel like telling somebody, you can keep your opinion and I will keep my dream. You can keep your thoughts and I will keep my dream. Hmm. Monty then turned to the assembly group and said, I tell you this story because you're sitting in my 4,000 square foot house in the middle of my 200-acre horse ranch, meaning you're literally sitting in my dreams. Wow. I still have that school paper framed over the fireplace, he added. The best part of the story is that 2 summers ago, that same school teacher brought 30 kids to camp out on my ranch for a week. When the teacher was leaving, he said, Look, Monty, I can tell you this now. When I was your teacher, I was something of a dream stealer. God, may we never meet dream stealers. During those years, or maybe we'll be strong enough to keep our dreams even when we meet them. Because sometimes you don't know where you will meet such people. During those years, I stole a lot of kids' dreams. Wow. Fortunately, you had enough gumption not to give up on yours. Don't let anyone steal your dreams. Follow your heart no matter what. And I feel like adding, don't let any friend steal your dreams. Don't let a spouse steal your dreams. Don't let a boss at work steal your dreams. Don't let a colleague steal your dreams. Don't let an old classmate steal your dreams. Don't let anyone at all steal your dreams. Follow your dreams. One of the things I got from it is being so detailed about that dream. Being so detailed. What step would you take towards your dream today after reading this article? Wow. Thank you so much, Jack, for this beautiful story. God bless you. See you tomorrow. We have another story for you. Okay, before I go to what we'll be doing tomorrow, I think there's a letter from Jane Harper to Jack and Mark. My husband gave me chicken soup for the soul as a Christmas gift on the recommendation of a co-worker who had also read it. I had to agree with his friend. It was totally delightful and uplifted, and one of the most enjoyable books I've ever read. It moved me to both laughter and tears and renewed my optimism in a most refreshing way. Thank you both for such a magnificent book. The story Follow Your Dream about Monty Roberts and his horse ranch really hit home for me. I had a nearly identical experience. Wow. Like Monty was exposed to Monty was exposed to and totally captivated by my father's profession. But my dad was a crop duster pilot. I was in the third grade in 1959 when my teacher have us the "What do you want to be when you grow up" assignment. I let my dreams run wide and said I wanted to be an airline pilot for a living. But first, I wanted to crop dust, make parachute jumps, and sit clothes, something I'd seen on a TV episode of Sky King. You guessed it. She flung my paper, saying it was a fairy tale. Her reasoning was that none of the occupations I listed were women's jobs. Who said? I always regretted that I didn't save that paper. But as a 9-year old who had never earned less than a B minus, I was pretty humiliated and I threw it away. As it turned out, 19 years later, I did become an airline pilot. In 1978, I was one of the first three female pilots for United Airlines and one of the first 50 in the nation at the time. Along the way, I made parachute jumps, almost 300, wow, and did some crop dusting for a summer and worked as a weather modification, cloud seeding pilot through a special program offered only by the college I happened to attend. So dreams really can come true. Take care. Thanks for all the light you spread, and please always keep up the inspirational work. I mean, that is also another inspirational story by Jane Harper. And she wrote, P.S. I'm still flying with United as a Boeing 737 captain. Wow, wow, awesome. That's a powerful story, too. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow in the next episode.